Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. It is another beautiful day here. I'm soaking it up. I am soaking it up. Today's video, I'm excited because I haven't done this in 2 years. I am putting together my green stalk. Last year, things got crazy, out of hand. I didn't even have my green stalk up. I missed it. And this year, we're coming back even stronger and better. Stronger and better. Okay, so for those that are new here, yes, I'm always this hype because it's gardening. It is gardening. Come on, Max. Here, my dog. You mommy's cheerleader? You mommy's cheerleader? Okay. So for those that are brand new here, I am in Tennessee in zone 7B. I'm in the back of my house, which I'm not out here often, but this is where my gardening journey all got started. I started gardening in April 2020 with 4 raised beds behind my house. And fast forward, now I got a whole lot more gardening going on as well. But today I want to talk to you about container gardening using the green stalk, or just container gardening in general, and especially if you are limited on space. This is a great option for you. On this channel, I try to do lots of many ways and varieties of growing because I know that everybody does not have a lot of land like I do. You may not have the space and all of that. And then just quite frankly, I mean, I've done different things as I've grown through my journey, right? And green stalk, even though now I do have a lot of space, I still love my green stalk. So let me explain to you what green stalk is if you've never heard of it before. And then go to the link in my bio and go to the website. And I do have, excuse me, I do have the website in my bio. So because I did not use my green stalk, literally it's been 2 years since it had anything in it. I'm actually just starting fresh because the dirt in it is old, and I'm sure the dirt can be fine and I could probably top dress it or something like that. But I just want to start new and fresh. It's a new year. It's a new spring season upon us. New green stalk, new crop. So I just want to start fresh. Do you have to? No, you don't. You may think, well, you're wasting all that dirt, but hey, that's what I want to do. That's what we're doing. So my son is out here helping me today. And so the green stalk, this is the one that is the leaf. And he's just emptying out all of that dirt. And then we're going to replace it with all new dirt. And then I cannot wait to tell you what we're going to grow in this green stalk. Okay, so if you've never heard of green stalk gardening, there are, when I say a local company, they're made in the United States. They're based out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Which is about 3 hours from me. And literally, you know, you order today, you got it in 48 hours. I've never had an issue. They have great customer service. I've never had to call because my order has always been right and great. But it is a vertical container gardening system. And so they have the leaf and they have the original. And so the first one that we're going to do today, the brown one, is the leaf. And so the leaf, the depth of the, oh, is the door coming open? Okay, the wind is blowing. You just close the door, son. The wind is really just picked up. I guess we didn't close the door good. But anyway, the leaf, the pockets on the leaf, the 7-tier, they are not, they're more slender and they're not as deep as the original. The original has bigger pockets. So when you go to the website, there's a wealth of information about what you can grow in a green stalk. Pretty much you can grow anything. So that's why it's a great option if you have limited space, right? Because it's vertical. You could put it on your patio, on your deck or something like that and still have food. Now, the first year that I did mine, I did a lot of my herbs and lettuces and things like that, which is really handy because it's right off my kitchen. I could just come out there and grab some lettuce instead of having to walk to the raised bed or to the garden. So that's a great use for that. I've also seen people that just do it for flowers, for beauty, and just have tons of flowers. There's so many different things. You can even do tomatoes and peppers and things like that. They have supports that go on the side. I've never done that. But if you want to add a little bit more growing space, or if you just like the aesthetic, or you are very limited on space, green stalk is a very good option. And on the website, it'll tell you kind of suggestions of what to go in the leaf versus what's to go in the original. Now, the second one that we're going to do is the original, and you'll be able to see the difference. But My son has all of them emptied out now. So let's start filling them up, and I'm going to walk you through how the system works and what it looks like. Okay, so the leaf is 7 tiers. They just stack on top of each other, and then there's also these little reservoirs, the little gray trays that we're going to put on the top. But the first thing we're going to do is just fill each one of them to soil, with potting soil up to the very, very top. And then let me grab one and I can show you guys what it looks like up close. So this is what it looks like. You can kind of see it has 7 pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 pockets, 7 tiers. So that is, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So that's what, 40. What's 7 times 7? Son, what's 7 times 7? 49. Look at, did y'all hear the math student? 49. I don't know why in my head it was 42. Anyway, it got 40 some pockets. That's 40 things that you can plant, y'all. So just think about, if you are limited on space, or like me, you just want to plant some more, 40 things right here. So this is what we're going to plant today, which is new. I'm actually going to plant my strawberries in my Greenstalk. Now, again, we coming back from 2 years ago. I did strawberries 2 years ago in my raised bed right out here. I had a level of success, but I didn't have any strawberries that I could eat. What does that mean? The plant produced strawberries, but the slugs got the strawberries. It was nasty, it was grimy. I didn't eat not a one. And so a lot of people will use their green stalks for strawberries because, think about it, it's vertical. It's going to keep the strawberries off the ground, right? I'm going to try it, and we're going to have a whole green stalk full of strawberries. I think is the plan, is what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. So I'm excited. And I'll still probably be buying strawberries in bulk from the local farmer like we always do. This will just be like for fresh eating. We might make some jelly or something. I don't know. We'll see. But let's get to filling these, and then we'll go from there. Okay, y'all, we have them all filled except we're short. So my husband just went to go get us another bag of potting mix. Now, this is the thing to think about. It does take a lot of dirt to fill these up. So we went through 2 bags already, and I probably need a fourth of another bag. So it's going to take about, each bag is, I think, 2 cubic feet, maybe like that. And this is for the leaf. The other one that we're about to do is even deeper. This is the first base, and you can see what it's on. So, son, spin that around right quick. They sell these bases. That's called a mover and a base. You can roll it around. You can lock the wheels, keep it stationary. That way you can roll it around in case if you wanted to get more sun. Okay, so my husband brought soil. We have everything ready to go. But I realized, I knew I should have paid attention to my instructions last night. On the strawberries, I bought bare root strawberries from Stark Brothers, which is where I bought them from 2 years ago. And bare root just means just there. The roots are bare, right? But you have to soak them in water to hydrate them before you plant them. So I have them soaking now. So we've turned our attention to another project. My son is helping me with the second bed of onions, weeding that out and getting that prepped. So we doing double duty. We prepping. On this video, I hope we get something planted. But if not, we at least gonna be fully prepped so that the next time we come out here, we popping and we planting. We popping and we planting. Let me also show you this that comes with the green stalk. This right here sits on the top of each section or each, thing. And this is the water reservoir. So you're going to water from the top. When you see it put all together, you see you just put the water hose at the top and the water comes all the way down through each tier. And then this is the water reservoir. So you have one of these for each tier except the very top tier, because there's a top that goes on that. And I remembered I did a green stalk video when I first got mine a couple of years ago. So some of this is redundant. But in case you went around 2 years ago and you watching today, I'm just trying to give you some information. On the strawberries, this is what I call one of those fun gardening projects. Like I'm playing around with it. Like I'm not being real particular or specific about these strawberries. I'm not counting on them like your girl's still going to the market in April and get all her strawberries as if she's not planting any. Okay, this is for fun to see if I can do it. If it doesn't work, like, it's no big deal. It's gonna be in my green stalk. Come out here and pop strawberries. If it's a success, then we learn. But this is like one of those fun things that I'm just adding in to do. And then in my other green stalk, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm thinking about doing either flowers or a mix of like flowers and herbs. I haven't quite decided yet, but it's gonna be just like something fun, right? Nothing that I'm too like, oh, this has to produce. And again, sometimes it's like that, depending on what your goals are, what you're doing. Now, if you need it for food, it certainly can be for food. You can grow a ton of stuff, Go on the website, you can see all the pretty pictures. But we're gonna continue prepping this onion bed while the strawberry plants are soaking. Okay, y'all, timer just went off. Strawberries should be hydrated and moist, and we got a whole nother bed of onions planted. My son did that. Okay, babe, you gonna just water the bed that we just planted and the one to the left of it that I planted yesterday. So y'all, we got our 2 beds of onions planted back here, and that was that one bundle that I showed you from the other video. So there was probably 100 plants in that bundle. I think between both beds, we probably have, I would say, at least 90 to 95 between both beds. Just quick reference of about 15 in each row. And there's a total of like 6 rows. So that was just one bundle. I got 4 more, I think. I ordered 4 candies and 1 red candy. So y'all, we in there. We are in there. Now let's go back to these strawberries. So basically, y'all, if you've never seen, this is what a bare root strawberry plant looks like. So this is what you call the crown. This is the root. You're gonna bury the root up to where the root is not exposed and the crown is not buried. So I'm just making a hole here in the dirt and then just putting it in. That way the root is not exposed and the crown is not covered. I'm just gonna do that on all the different pockets of the green stalk and get it done. Just that simple. Okay guys, I have every tier planted, reservoirs in there. I'm gonna top it off with a little bit more soil in the spaces where it's not all the way to the top. Just gonna put it around the edges. I've already started to stack one. That's the second tier. So you can see, excuse me, how the tier sits on there. And then the water reservoir. Usually, I'll go, when I first plant, I'll just go ahead and water each tier. But basically, when you put it all together, you would just water the top. The water comes trickling down. And once you see water coming out the bottom, you know you're good and it's completely saturated. But they just really just sit on top of each other and stack. So that's all I'm gonna do. I'm late for another appointment. So I'm gonna finish this. I'll have a finished picture so you can see what it looks like when it's all put together. But thank you guys for hanging out with all this randomness today. But I feel so accomplished. We got our strawberries planted, and y'all, I had just enough. So I ordered 2 packs from Stark Brothers. I ordered a June bearing kind and then an ever bearing kind. Honey EO, I'll put it up at the top, the 2 varieties that I ordered. I just mixed them all in. I didn't try to separate by tiers. This is just for fun. Just for fun. Let's see what happens. But I had just enough. They say 25 plants per pack, so that would be a total of 50. I got 49 pockets. I had just enough, and one had 2. Perfect for the green stalk. So I'm excited. I'll do my other green stalk later when I got another day to play around. But thank you guys for joining me as we got our second bed of onions planted and our strawberries. Let me know if you do strawberries, if you're like a strawberry expert. Let me know, and especially let me know if you've done it in a green stalk. And if you have a green stalk, let me know if we green stalk sisters, okay? Listen, remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.